Archangel Michael cautions that the enemy is appropriating this moment from you at this very instant. If you leave, you may miss an important communication designed only for you. If you continue to scroll past this, I will not be able to continue our conversation. God asserts, I am endeavoring to ensure your safety as you are on the brink of significant trouble. Avoid the error of disregarding this. If you depart at this time, you may never hear from me again. Please do not turn your back at this moment. I summoned you to this location for a reason that is of prime importance. I am determined to protecting you before it is too late and preventing upcoming events. Your life has been protected by me, and if you leave at this time, you will lose it. Pay close attention. I must come to a halt. An item is approaching from behind me. Presently, say Amen. It is not solely a matter of fate. I did not merely chance to bring you here. I have sought to capture your attention on countless occasions. However, the volume of activity, your daily commitments, your thoughts, and other distractions have forced me to wait. However, I will refrain from contacting you on an incessant basis. It is imperative that you comprehend this. You will be unable to manage a large event on your own. I, the Lord your God, meant to intercept you before it arrived, which is why you're reading this. You believe you have plenty of free time. You don't think this is important enough to pass up. However, what if this is the precise moment at which everything undergoes a transformation? Could this second be the one that changes everything? I am not irresponsible in my communication. I have never participated in that activity. I genuinely believe that there is strife on the horizon. I am not informing you of this to cause you to feel frightened, however. Due to my affection for you, I am disclosing this information. I must notify you of this information in order to keep you safe. I am notifying you of this because I have other plans for you. You have no idea why you are feeling so down right now. I'm the individual in question. That is a manifestation of my presence. Something is on your person that you are unable to expound upon. You will refrain from mentioning the injury, a disaster that you've tried to hide with a grin. However, I can perceive everything. I am aware of every single tear you have yet to release. I understand the real sentiment you want to convey, yet you are hesitant to do so. I am present because I am concerned about all issues. If you believe this is appropriate for you, enter 111. Your existence is about to undergo a significant transformation. However, you must first practice active listening. Begin by adhering to my instructions. Please do not dismiss this strategy. Please pay close attention to my words. That is an action you have taken on an excessive basis. You disregarded my mild counsel and tried to convince yourself that everything is fine. However, you are not. Your demeanor has been lackluster. In addition, you have been doing the appropriate steps. The enemy has been presenting you with fleeting pleasure while your spirit longs for something genuine. So that is why I am present at this time. This is why I am visiting you on your day. I am missing you. I am present because you need my help. Without my support, you will be unable to manage the next activities. This is not tied to religion or rules. This refers to salvation. I am not concerned with the significance of traditions. I desire your spirit. I've never abandoned you. I'd like you to be aware of this, that I remained to live with you even after you left. I protected you when you neglected to remember me. You agreed to desist from doing so. However, I continued to address you affectionately. Because of my deep care for you, I'm making the call again, but this time with a stronger and clearer voice. You queried, "Is this truly God?" The answer is yes. You requested indicators. You requested that certain matters be clarified. You grieved silently since no one else could hear you. I witnessed it and responded appropriately. This is your indication. This is the extent of your clarity. It is now your chance to drop your facade of calm and return to my arms. Because I am the only person capable of presenting you with a genuine sense of peace. Allow me to prove my identity once more. I could be described as the commencement and the end. The God of Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham. The individual who caused the oceans to divide, prevented lions from biting, summoned fire from heaven, and revived the deceased. I remain constant. I remain the same God. I remain strong, capable, and ready to defend you. However, I must gain entry. Refrain from engaging in combat with me, because I refuse to put myself on you. You are at liberty to make your own decision. I will adhere to that. However, I will also issue a cautionary tale. If you prefer to ignore me, you can either turn your back or skip the passages in which I talk. The protective barrier that surrounds you will start to deteriorate. I have no intention of causing you harm. You had recently fled from the situation. It is now critical to reach a conclusion. You can either continue to exist as if I don't exist, or eventually give me everything. I do not anticipate that you will be flawless. I would like to request your attention and your heart. Please reestablish your trust in me, regardless of whether it is difficult, hurtful, or illogical. You think you're the only one going through this, but you are not. I was present in the conflagration with you. I recall having difficulty resting, experiencing frightening thoughts, and engaging in clandestine arguments. You are not needed to provide any other reason. I'm already aware. I am not embarrassed of you either. It doesn't disappoint me. Please return to your houses. Allow me to transport the item that has been causing you distress. My name carries a sense of power. If you merely acknowledge it, the load will begin to ease. If you simply mumble the name of Jesus. I was prepared for that sob. It is not because I require it. However, I'm aware that you do. Please keep in mind that I am not only narrating. I am not merely a name in a ledger. I'm still breathing. I'm in close proximity. I am a safe location for you. It is not necessary to rectify all issues initially. Arrive traumatized. Do not be perplexed. Become tired. I will accept you in your existing situation. However, please be patient. That's all I require. Please do not delay. Please do not exclude me once more. You are not aware of the events that will occur tomorrow. However, I do. That is why I encourage you not to pass up this opportunity, since it is the most remarkable experience you have ever had. A breakthrough awaits you once you surrender. You are preparing to receive a miracle. However, you must have faith in me. Bring your trust, even if it is not particularly robust. Please bring your faith, no matter its strength. I am capable of working with any tangible object you furnish me with. I don't require your support. I require your spirit. Kindly bear in mind the following. The adversary approaches with the goal to do harm, theft, and death. He is currently attempting to deprive you of this opportunity. His objective is for you to leave the site, chuckle, and say, perhaps at a later time. However, he is aware of the ramifications. He understands that if you stay here and honestly listen to what I have to say, chains will be broken, Bad behavior will be stopped, and family curses will no longer be effective, since my word is always kept. Please pay attention to me. We will never speak again if you reject this time. I'm not saying I don't adore you. It's simply that you continue to close the door when I knock. Gods do not plead, but they do issue warnings. I am now going to issue a warning to you. A tragedy is imminent, however, I have the power to prevent it. I have the ability to modify it. I am capable of protecting you from the creature that intends to harm you. If you are positive that this video is for you, click the like button. Kindly respond to me. I created you. You're visible to me. Additionally, I am aware of your identify. I remain your father and your salvation. I've remained unchanged. My feelings for you remain unchanged. I stay dedicated to my hopes for your existence. However, we are limited in time. The atmosphere is becoming more sinister. Changes are underway. You are incapable of enduring this without my assistance. It was never intended that you do so. It was intended that you accompany me, not become disoriented. Unfortunately, that is not your intended goal. To win, not lose. However, you are forced to choose it. You must desire me more than your pride, comfort, or the occasional distractions that will keep you occupied. That is the only way you will be able to see all of the benefits that I have planned for you. I have been hiding some useful information from you. I'm hesitant to give them to you. However, your heart has not yet been prepared to accept them. However, today has the potential to change that. I still love you more than words can express if you truly listen, give up, and believe that I still speak, act, and love you. I would like you to have a comprehensive understanding of a certain matter. I didn't come to trash you. I came to save you. I am not here to discuss your past. I do not maintain a comprehensive record of all of the errors you commit. That is how the adversaries behave. Forgive me, I am on my way. I am here to provide grace. I am here to do a cleanup. This is the reason for the cross's presence. This is what you gained from my firstborn's blood. I have already released your remorse, thus you should stop harboring it. I regret having already ended our connection. I am aware of the disputes you have experienced. I remember the moment you fell. I am also aware of the ones you did not share with anyone. However, I was present. I also refrained from leaving. I have not yet done so. I could always find you, rectify the harm, or contact you regardless of your location. You are engaging a community of believers who share your beliefs. This is a haven of shelter where you can express your prayer requests, relieve others' concerns, and engage in regular interactions with a faith-based family. You are helping to build a worldwide altar of worship by joining in our daily morning liturgies, spreading a seed of faith, or enrolling in one of our membership tiers for deeper studies. Heaven is powered by the voices of individuals who wish to participate, but it is fostered by a community that works together. These people in our community are looking for hope and repair, and every present you provide is a source of living water. Our collective mission is based on the promise, "Give, and it will be given to you." I am now extending an invitation to you to emerge from the shadows and join this circle of prayer. Arrive with a purpose, engage in conversation, and plant your seed in healthy soil. Let us collectively open the heavens. Today, release your seed, become a member of our community, and observe the blessings that God delivers into your life. You have wept alone. You pleaded with shaky lips, hoping someone would listen. I consistently followed your instructions. I could hear even when heaven appeared to be extremely silent. I refrained from crying. I couldn't exhale at all. You were unaware of my proximity, so my quiet was not owing to my absence. In the background, I was preparing you for an unexpected challenge and strengthening you under the weight of duty. Assembling what would eventually become lit. Please refrain from fleeing and approach us. Do not assume that you are capable of completing this task independently. It is not feasible. It was never designed for you to carry everything by yourself. That is the reason you are so tired. That is the reason you do not experience any sensation. This is why your joy and hilarity appear to be fake. I am the only one who can handle the item you've been carrying for an extended period. Put it down. Everything. The anxiety, the frustration, the anxiety, and the uncertainty. I require every piece. It is unnecessary to take one more step. Deliver it to me, and I will give you peace in return. I will provide you with a respite. I am capable of providing you with an endless supply of vigor. The type that maintains one's integrity despite the disintegration of everything else. I am aware of the issues you have been experiencing. I am aware of the attacks, bewilderment, and unusual weight you feel in your spirit. The enemy has pursued you because of your uniqueness. I have evaluated your performance since the beginning. He is also aware that his plots will fail if you follow the course of action I have devised for you. This is why he has been seeking to get your attention. As a result, he intended for you to ignore portions like these, yet he was unsuccessful. You are still here, alive, attentive, and mine. There was a rationale behind your distinct sensations, an excuse for why they failed to apprehend you. This is why your journey has differed from others. It is because I endowed you with a distinct personality. They are not intended to harm you, but rather to keep you safe. Not to cause you to feel isolated, but to prepare you. Covertly. I've been customizing you to highlight your strengths in an appealing and effective way. But first, I need your complete heart to be mine. You sought to stay in places that were never meant for your presence for an extended period of time. I had to wait an excessive amount of time to acquire affection that I had already freely given. For an extended period of time, you have let others to define your identity. However, I've previously established your identification. I had earlier notified you that you had been picked. I have already forgiven you. You are not a mistake. Your failure is not your fault. They were inaccurate in their assessments of you. You are the person I've described. I assure you that I have always loved you profoundly and completely. I let them know that you have been observed. The true version of yourself. Not just the smiling version of yourself. Individual who overthinks all elements of life. The person who has self-doubts. The person who occasionally thinks they aren't good enough. I still adore you all, even though I am unable to be with you at this moment. I adore you in a manner that is incomprehensible to others. What motivates me, you inquire? I was compelled to create you for a particular cause. There is no one else who can do what you were meant to do. I have endowed your heart with fire, compassion, and talents that are vital to the world. I will not permit you to bury them in shame or dread. I will pick you up at this time. It is critical that you awaken, since it is now your turn. If you are experiencing that change in your pulse, type 555. Feel the sensation of being drawn in your spirit. I'm the individual in question. That is my essence, calling you back to your rightful place. You did become disoriented. However, I never lost track of you. I've been watching you, waiting for the time when your heart will change. This is where we are currently located. The moment has arrived to pivot. You will never be the same after this. You are unable to do so because of a shift in circumstances that occurs as I speak. My statements have the potential to affect others. The ability to free people from bonds, relieve suffering, and unlock locked doors. That power is currently manifesting itself in your life. Slowly, silently, and unwaveringly. You are currently in the process of transitioning. Your story is ongoing. Despite the fact that it is not now visible, your most promising moments have yet to come. I am the divine being who raises the deceased. God is the source of the rivers that flow through the arid. I thrive at completing seemingly impossible jobs. And what you initially thought was the end is actually the beginning of your triumphant story. You will rise. You'll improve. You will experience joy once more. I am strong, but not because you are. Your actions should not be determined by the pain you have experienced. I understand you've had a lot of experience. When no one else was available to help, you remained steadfast. However, I am now present. It is unnecessary to be flawless. I will secure you. I will lead you. I shall mend the damage that life has attempted to cause. As a result, the opposition has been working really hard to obstruct your development. Distract your attention and go away from me. He has stuff that you don't. Immediately following this, you will experience a significant milestone. You feel tired both inside and outside. It is due to the fact that you have been engaged in battles alone that you should not have been. It has been difficult for you to maintain control over objects that were not yours to convey. You have been too afraid to seek assistance, even from me. However, I am aware of your resilience. I am aware of the dedication you have demonstrated. When you eventually give up your struggle and allow me to campaign for you, the following will happen. If you are willing to give up control and have faith in me, please choose 12 now. I am in near proximity. I am in near proximity. I've been speaking covertly in case you choose to participate. You are ignorant of the extent to which I have secured your protection. During the delays that made you upset, my hand guided you away from danger. No rationale existed for doorways that refused to open. The folks who left were removed to safeguard your safety in the future. I won't penalize you. I'm ensuring your safety. I'm aware of the frequency with which you've asked about me in recent months. I'm not offended by your confusion. Your grief is evident. I know what it's like to feel as if no one is listening to or understanding your point of view. However, I require your attention to this matter. I'm still present. I stopped from leaving. Even if you were ignorant, I kept my attachment to you. I have been responding to your prayers in novel methods. You are of the opinion that your faith is insufficient. However, with just a grain of sand, I can move mountains. You believe it is too late, but I am in charge of time. Miracles do not require perfection. I simply ask that you relinquish. I merely need your yes response. I can enter with a calm affirmation in your heart. It is sufficient to change everything. I comprehend your fear. I am aware that you have been physically harmed in the past. You are afraid to expect the same thing again because you are concerned about being disappointed. However, I am not like the bulk of people. I am frank. I'm still certain. I keep the obligations I make. I complete the task that I commence in you. I'm still not finished with you. In reality, I have only recently initiated the process. There is a greater amount of potential within you than you may realize. I have placed trinkets in the area. Aspirations that I have nurtured. A rationale for existence that has survived even after it has been interred. The individuals in your vicinity attempted to convince you that you are too damaged, disoriented, and messed up. However, they are not allowed to make a decision. Certainly. I believe you have been selected. I'd want to contact you. I believe that you are still valuable, necessary, and mine. If you believe that you have been selected, type 777. We should discuss the obstacles that have been preventing you. Fear isn't the only factor. Shame is also prevalent. The misconception that you are unworthy stems from your acts or the actions of others. It is untrue. I have an abundance of grace. I forgive you indefinitely. I don't recall when I've forgiven. Your past is not a burden when I sanitize you. Your worst day doesn't define you. You are who you are because of my affection. The adversary wants you to doubt the feasibility of my programs because he knows he can't stop them. He expresses falsehood. He recalls recollections from the past. He induces self-doubt. However, I shall remove the fog today. I am freeing you of that weight today. You were not designed to feel ashamed of your identity. You were meant to be liberated. You are now liberated. Do not wait till you are prepared. You will perpetually believe that you are not adequately prepared. That is why I entered. As a result, I leverage my strengths to compensate for your weaknesses. This is why I employ those who are unqualified, such as the forgotten and injured. Individuals will recognize that I was responsible for the transformation upon observing it. They will witness my hand on you and my glory. You have survived disasters that should have killed you. There were times when you thought you were about to lose your mind. However, you continue to live in this location. It's not a matter of chance. I'm the individual in question. I had a purpose for maintaining your life. I preserved your life because you have more to offer. We've not forgotten about you. It is possible to watch you. Everything was created by the person who sees, understands, and loves you. You have the feeling that something is brewing inside you. At present, a minor fire is resuming its flames. That's my flame being fueled. You were under the impression that the gifts were no longer present. Giving new life to aspirations you've let die, urging you to remember your genuine nature. Mistakes that have caused you harm. Furthermore, the existing condition of affairs does not reflect your genuine character. You have a relationship with the living God. And because you are mine, I will not manufacture any weapons that will hurt you. It may occur. Furthermore, it has the ability to shock you. However, it will not result in your death. I will protect you. I will ensure your safety. I'll move in front of you and stay in your rear. Even when you feel alone, I surround you with angels. You are never completely alone while in my care. You are more likely to comply because of the influence of others. There are spirits waiting for the illumination you bring. Individuals whose lives will be changed as a result of your choosing to persist rather than submit when you choose to ascend. It is not just about you. What you leave behind is the matter at hand. Regarding the joint healing process within families. Regarding the breaking of chains. Not only do you exist, but so does your family tree. Furthermore, the acts I do with you will have far-reaching consequences for many others. This explains why there is so much pressure. This explains your sensation of being attacked. because of the contents of your existence and upcoming events. The adversary does not engage in combat with entities that are not a threat. Additionally, you, my offspring, pose a threat to the darkness. You carry very little. You possess a purpose. You have the authority of heaven. Begin to act with conviction. If you feel this sensation in your spirit, please dial 999. Don't wait until all situations are ideal. Execute the action instantly. Please come to me right away before you become weakened, honest, and in need. Please do not hesitate to contact me with any questions you may have. They do not scare me. I am delighted to possess them. I merely need your proximity. When I am present, fear subsides. When I'm present, peace reigns. When you are in my presence, you attain the clarity and direction that you have been seeking. You are meant to do more than just exist. My call was more than just a brief talk. I requested that you live life to the fullest, walk with pleasure, and maintain a sense of tranquility, even in the face of adversity. That is not from this world. That's my response. In addition, I am providing it at no cost. However, you are required to accept it. You are required to retrieve it. You must have faith in my ability to execute remarkable things. In fact, I continue to complete duties. I continue to assist in the marriage process. I continue to provide relief to individuals who are ailing. Even when the situation appears impossible, I continue to provide support. I continue to carry deceased relatives home. I continue to converse with you in your visions. I continue to have the capacity to unlock doors that no one else can. I stayed the same yesterday, today, and forever. I've remained unchanged. I continue to have enormous power. Furthermore, I am currently migrating into your existence. However, you must keep your proximity. It is critical that you continue listening. You are obligated to complete this section, as my actions are contingent upon your attentiveness, compliance with my directives, and confidence in me. You request that we have a talk. I'm presently engaged in chat. I am obligated to demonstrate how to do it. I am guiding you. However, I don't always appear as thunder and lightning. When I arrive, I am occasionally calm, compassionate, and fully present. At this point, the majority of people leave. Avoid being one of them. Do not consider any other concerns. Avoid letting your feelings harden. How sacred is this moment? I continue to communicate with you because I care about you more than you think. You have shouted out for assistance. Regardless of whether you acknowledged or expressed thankfulness, I fulfilled your request and protected your safety. However, I continue to want to participate in additional activities. In addition to favor, wisdom, and tranquility, I want to spill them over your entire existence. However, I am unable to compel you to perform them. I won't. The door must be unlocked. In order to receive the items I am providing, you must remain with me for an extended period. If you are ready to accept what I have been keeping from you, type 10, you are worried that it is too late, that you have missed your chance, or that you have strayed too far from the right path. However, be cautious. My grace is capable of catching you if you fall, and my timing is perfect. I will leverage the enemy's intention to inflict harm on you in order to fortify your fortitude. I will turn the hurt done by others on you into wisdom. It will be the substance that heals those who nearly killed you. I am the one who rescues. That is not solely my occupation. That's who I am. I do not squander suffering. I do not overlook suffering. I can see each silent sob, scar, every wound in your heart, I am precise in how I handle everything. It is possible that you have acquired the ability to conceal your suffering from others. I am aware of it, however. I have never been duped by attempts to conceal it through the use of false grins or statements. I've always had feelings for you. You're mine. No one or nothing can take you away. You are mine. No certainty, no failure, no sadness, and no dread. Despite the fact that you have left, you remain in my grasp. I persistently pursue what is mine. At all times, I pursue the individual who becomes disoriented. They are not intended to be injured, rather they are intended to be rescued. That is the essence of this instant. Seek aid. Requests for sins have been submitted. They got it from me. However, signs will not be of use. The only solution is to surrender to me. They are not just there to be captivating. They are intended to guide you back to me. I am not only trying to wow you with unexpected things. I am happy to help you exit the flames. I believe you are on the verge of a slide, and I am ready to intercede. That is the limit of my feelings for you. This is the reason I persist. It has made you rethink the reasons for the diversion from the original plan. I am the reason. I have been trailing you. The closed door was not an indicator of rejection. The opportunity to turn around was mine. The delay was not forbidden. I restrained you till the perfect time. It would have been fatal for you if I had allowed the scenario to proceed as you desired. I observed something that you did not. I did it out of love, not to discipline you. If you believe that my defense has been effective in ensuring your safety, please select 1515. You were chosen for a purpose beyond your own existence. This explains why the conflict has been so difficult. What is transpiring within you is visible to your adversary. He is aware of the steps that must be taken. He understands your unique influence over his life and is concerned about the potential ramifications of your future use of it. This is the reason he has been telling falsehoods. This is why he has been trying to persuade you to retire. However, I advise you to rise. You have not suffered a loss. You are in the process of preparing. There is a reason for this coercion. It is not meant to bring you damage. It is intended to prepare you. I'm reinforcing your spirit. I'm fortifying you. I am fortifying you because the task I am about to undertake will necessitate a greater level of commitment from you than you have ever undertaken, and I want you to be adequately prepared. Please continue. I aspire to be your unwavering support, assuring that no power can overcome you. Do not be averse to the operation. It is agonizing, and I understand this. I am aware of your desire for it to end. Although it will be difficult, there is a prize in the end. I can see a part of you that has not fully matured. A confident individual who walks and speaks, loves deeply, forgives swiftly, and serves without anticipating praise. You are evolving into just that. This season is an important part of the self-improvement journey. I have not yet completed the task. Refrain from abandoning the task in the midst. Do not accept a life of boredom when I can offer you with purpose. Do not quit your vocation for the sake of ease. You were not meant for trifling issues. You were created to embody my personality, show my affection, and brighten dimly lit areas. Bear in mind that I provide fortitude to those who are fatigued, regardless of whether you are experiencing weakness. I fortify the frail. I lift the spirits of people who are depressed. You're not alone. I am available to assist you during difficult times. I am present with you on the mountain summit. When you sense my presence, know that I am on your side. I am by your side whether or not you are. My presence is not contingent upon your emotions. Despite my assurance that I would never abandon you, I have not. I remained in close proximity to you even as you fled. Despite your forceful rejection, I persisted to address you by name. Do not accept the falsehood that you have gone too far. Release the weight that has been pressing on your breasts. Release the shame that is constantly present in your mind. I am not enraged by it. Which activity are you currently engaged in? I unconditionally forgive you. My kindness is enough. You are not needed to make any effort to gain it. You are only required to receive it. Then begin to go through it. Strive to live as if you are forgiven. Love as if someone adores you. You are entering a new phase in which you can reintegrate, gain clarity, and find a new purpose. However, this remains a key aspect. Maintain your proximity to me. Maintain your attention on the current project. Do not follow up on empty pledges. Please refrain from letting the background noise to drown out my speech. You understand that the cosmos is incapable of offering you joy. I am the sole individual capable of obliterating the void in your heart. I am the only source of enduring serenity. You are currently undergoing a profound procedure. Allow me to relieve the agony you've forgotten you felt. The regions of your heart that were previously chilly are now becoming warmer. I am alerting you of fabrications that have previously spread about you because I am interested in your full spirit, not just the bits that make you happy. Additionally, I am interested in the components that have not been cleansed or reduced. This is the point at which actual transformation begins. This is how things now stand. This isn't just another fleeting moment. I, your God, am present to explain. It's as if no one has noticed or heard you, and your prayers seem to have hit the ceiling. However, I have noticed it. I've been receiving information. I documented each tear you shed when no one else was present. I saw situations where you smiled for others while deeply miserable. I also want to assure you that I am aware of your hardship. As a result, I have decided to relocate. I've not forgotten about you, and God sees you. Kind 1717. It has been a difficult wait if you believe I have not forgotten about you. We have had enough of your hopeful expectations. Because of the similarity of your surroundings, you are more likely to abandon your search for a better alternative. Changes are occurring beneath the surface that are not visible. Your prayer has stirred the sky. Others have observed your faith, regardless of its current state. I am about to perform an action you thought would never happen. You have suffered delays, which have led you to doubt my ability. There were doors that would not budge. There were dreams that seemed to be extinguished, yet not everything that looks to be deceased is completely gone. I buried certain items to allow them to grow in silence. While in the darkness, I gained a better comprehension of you. Please keep in mind that I am always present, even when the situation appears to be beyond comprehension. The location that was previously desolate is now the source of positive developments. You believed that I was not speaking because I was indifferent. However, I refrained from speaking due to my obligation to attend to business. I was coordinating people, venues, and times. I was preparing your heart for the upcoming events. I will not be able to give it away in the near term, as it is not a small item. You would not have been able to manage it alone. I've been preparing you for this moment, which will need my entire existence. Your story does not end at this moment. At this point, there is no chance of a total breakdown. This is the point at which everything begins to come together. However, you must continue to communicate with me. Refrain from returning. Don't rely exclusively on your intuition for safety. You did not journey this far to abandon your efforts at this point. I have endured an excessive amount of hardship with you. However, the future will render it all worthwhile. There is a reason for your pain. There is a rationale behind your survival. I have elicited a strong emotional response from you. There is such a thing as unbreakable fortitude. A great lesson that can only be learned in terrible conditions. A story that, when told, can liberate others. You were not forced to undergo unnecessary hardship. You are about to observe how I managed to make it all work for me. You want answers. Nevertheless, what you really need is my presence. I am present here. That is what will alleviate your anxiety. That is what will alleviate the people's distress and halt the disorder. Do not seek peace in places that are incapable of delivering it. Do not strive to repress your feelings in order to get through the day. Please react to me. Please join me and take a seat. I'll say something nobody other has said. Say amen. You may feel that you are too late, lost, or broken to be entirely with me again if you are prepared to do so. However, I believe that you are the best place for me to begin again. I excel at reassembling items. I resuscitate bones. I approach certain issues as if they were genuine. I rebuilt the shattered fragments to form a magnificent object. However, trusting me is essential. I need your help, even if it means trembling or being hesitant. Indeed. Do not judge your own tale by scrutinizing the stories of others. Do not evaluate your progress based on what others perceive as success. What I am doing on you is very unique. Your strategy stays intact. It is distinctive. I have not been late for you. I have been working to improve your condition. When the moment comes, it will happen quickly. Something that took years of praying will be realized in just a few days. That is the strategy I use. My spirit is the reason, not your strength. I wish to raise you to a higher level. A place where nothing is uncertain. A location where you can open your eyes and see what is beneath the surface. I am eager to demonstrate novel aspects of my heart, you, and your future. However, you can only give me that kind of revelation if you stay close by, remain still, and make room for me when everyone else is in a hurry. You do not need to think about it further. You are already overburdened with concerns. You must either listen to me, read what I say, or be there with me. If you stay with me, I will help you realize your full potential. What is meant for you will not be overlooked. I cannot give up the blessing I have promised. You will not fall behind, but you must select me each day. Even if the circumstances are favorable and you are not concerned, it is smart to use this method. I understand that you want more in your spirit. You were not the one who experienced that yearning. I transmitted it. It was placed there to remind you that you were formed with a purpose and to bring you back to reality. When you stop fleeing and surrender to me, everything transforms. You acquire a sense of calm, your fortitude grows, and you recognize your true self. We've not forgotten about you. You're not left to your own devices. You're not alone. I'm present, merely waiting, monitoring, and making phone calls. I have remained in this location for the entire time. You now understand the contents of my statement. At this moment, you can sense my pulling on your emotions. Do not ignore it. Don't overlook it. I will ensure that you do not overlook this significant occasion. Please join me. Believe that I have already paved the road, cleared the path, and met all of your needs, even if you are unsure or apprehensive. You will not wander into the storm without a safe place to shelter. You will be accompanied by someone who controls the wind and waves. There is no need for alarm. I will assure your safety, supply you with food, and help you recover. I promise you safety, pleasure, and peace. Throughout our partnership, I have had all of the necessary attributes. You have exhausted all of the world's resources and continue to experience a sense of emptiness. You can now taste and see that I am sufficient, authentic, and good. You did not overlook it. You are precisely on time for the task I am about to undertake. It is time for you to be liberated, prepared for a benefit that comes from giving up rather than working hard. I am now responsible for the task, as you have already exhausted all possible options. Allow me to carry the weight. I would like to discuss the next steps. Allow me to present you with a breath of fresh air to rejuvenate your tired spirits. The cosmos is pressing you to move on from every possible angle. Keep yourself occupied. Despite the suffering, you continued. I will respect your decision, just as you did. I will meet you in this peaceful setting and deliver the message that your soul has been waiting to hear. You are no longer compelled to continue an act. You should not try to keep order on your own. I can observe that you are fatigued. You do not talk about how your heart regulates tension. There are difficulties that you avoid mentioning because you believe no one will understand them. However, I understand the problem. I wish to shoulder the burden that has been weighing on you. Events such as this were never intended to occur to you. I told you to walk with tranquility, not fear, because you were tight, terrified, and on guard. If you are willing to give up tension in favor of Peace Type 22, it has been difficult for you since you have been putting others first and convinced yourself that you would be fine even when you are not. However, I am able to see beyond it. I see how melancholy you are when no one is present. I am able to discern the aspect of you that is no longer knowing what to pray for, and I would like to retain that copy. There is a part of you that is too fragile to share the truth with the world. I'd like to convey this to you. You've been trying to keep your life together for a long time. You neglected the purpose for which you were created during your lifetime. To unwind, chuckle, and take deep breaths without regard for the consequences. I would like you to reconsider it. You must be convinced that I love you enough to accept responsibility for tasks that are above your ability. You were unable to transfer it because of its weight. I will accept that at this moment. This isn't just another moment of sadness. This is sacred. This is the point at which the healing process commences. Upon completion of your journey. When you finally concede to yourself that you have exhausted your ability to deceive. When you are so fatigued that you express, God, I am unable to continue. That is the location where my power manifests. That is where I begin to solve the problem you viewed as defective. While you anticipated my departure, I anticipated your submission. I do not need your fortitude. I need your honest response, yes. Kindly be honest with me. With all your emotions, not merely your words. Refrain from hiding. I'm already aware. I finally understand. I am not embarrassed of you either. It doesn't disappoint me. I merely desire to reestablish a connection. Amen.
Son, daughter, I am releasing an economic miracle into your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. As you listen to me, I am opening doors that no one can shut. Doors of provision, doors of opportunity, and doors of abundance that have been closed for years. I hold the key, and I am turning it in your life right now. Can you feel it? There is movement in the spiritual realm happening inside you right now.
Angels are being sent, resources are being released, and connections are being made. The barriers that have blocked your prosperity are being torn down now.
This is not happening in a month, not next year.
This is happening while I speak to you. I have seen every one of your struggles. I've seen all the efforts you've made trying to open doors on your own.
I've seen you knock, push, and try every possible way. And I've come to tell you something freeing. You no longer need to force it. You no longer need to fight alone because I have taken control. I hold the master key, and when I open a door, no one can shut it. When I decrease something, nothing can change it. The door that has been closed for years, the door you've tried 1,000 times to open but couldn't, I am opening it for you now. The opportunity that seemed impossible, I am bringing it to you. The resource you didn't know where to find, I have already provided it. It's on its way, being released, and arriving right now. Now I need you to do something powerful. I need you to declare with me, because your words have authority and power. When you declare what I am doing, you activate in the natural world what I have already released in the spiritual world. There is a bridge between the invisible and the visible, and that bridge is your faith expressed through words. When you declare, you are building that bridge. When you confess with your mouth, you are making real what I have already prepared. Write in the comments, "Now I receive, Lord, Amen," and activate this miracle in your life. This is not just a phrase, it is a declaration of agreement. It is you saying, "Lord, I align my heart with yours. I align my faith with your will. I open my life to receive what you are revealing to me." And in the moment you declare this, something changes. The moment you write it, a seal is placed. It's a covenant. It's a covenant between us. It's you saying yes to me, and I confirm my yes over you. Do not let this moment slip away, because there are special moments in life when heaven opens in a powerful way. There are times when I move with extraordinary power, and this is one of those times. You are not here by chance. You didn't click on this video by accident. I brought you here because your time has come. Your time is now. Your moment has arrived to receive the miracle I have prepared specifically for you. All I need is your agreement, your declaration, your faith spoken in words. Because silent faith doesn't open doors. Faith that is not spoken doesn't bring change. You need to speak what you believe. You need to declare what you desire. You need to speak out what I have already released. And when you do, when you declare, I move heaven and earth. I command the angels. I open the gates. I make the impossible happen. Declare it now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Because the miracle is being released right now. Son, daughter, I am releasing an economic miracle into your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. As you listen to me, I'm opening doors that no one can close. Doors of provision, doors of opportunity, doors of abundance that have been closed for years. I hold the key, and I am turning it in your life right now. And I want you to know something important. I see everything. I know every detail of your life. I understand exactly what you are going through, but I also see beyond your struggles. I see the people around you, your loved ones. And I know there is someone close to you, someone you know who is facing the same financial difficulties you faced. Someone who has been losing sleep over the bills. Someone close to you is suffocating from anxiety, overwhelmed by the fear of what tomorrow holds. Someone is looking at their empty wallet and their bank account with a heavy heart. I see that person, and I want you to understand something powerful. I didn't bring you here just to receive. I brought you here to be a channel, an instrument in my hands, a bridge between me and the person who needs to hear this word as much as you do. Here is a spiritual law that I established from the very beginning. When you bless others, when you share the hope that I have placed in your heart, something supernatural happens. You lose nothing. On the contrary, you multiply. I open the floodgates for you, expanding the provision in your life, making what you shared generously overflow. This is how my kingdom works. It's not about scarcity, competition, or lack. It's about abundance, multiplication, and overflow. The more you give, the more I give to you. The more you share, the more I pour out upon you. Share this now with the person I just brought to your mind and be a channel of blessing in their life. Do you know who you are? I've placed their face, their name in your heart right now as I speak to you. Do not ignore it. Do not let it pass, because this is my voice guiding you. I am showing you who needs this word. And when you obey, when you act, you become a part of someone else's miracle. You become the answer to someone's prayer. You become the instrument I use to change a life. And this matters in the spiritual realm. It holds eternal value. It brings rewards not only in heaven, but here and now in your life. I honor generosity. I reward those who care for others. I bless those who do not keep what I give them to themselves, but share it, spread it, and share the hope they have received. So do not hold back the miracle. Don't keep what I am giving you to yourself. Let it overflow. Let it reach others. Let this word reach that person who is struggling, about to give up, and needs to know that I haven't forgotten them. It may be my voice speaking to them, my hands reaching out through you, my heart touching them through you. Share this now. Reach out to that person. Send them this word and you will see what I will do. You will see how I honor your obedience. You will witness how I multiply the miracle in your life. Because when you are generous, I am generous with you. When you open your to give, I open the heavens to pour out. Be a channel, be a river, be my instrument, and watch how it multiplies. Son, daughter, I am releasing an economic miracle into your life right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, as you listen to me, I am opening doors that have been shut for years. I hold the key, and I am turning it in your life right now. But I need you to do something simple, yet powerful. I need you to say yes. Yes to me. Yes to the provision I am releasing. Yes to the miracle I am preparing for you. Because I do not force anything upon you. I do not invade your life. I offer, I extend my hand, I open the door. But you must accept. You must say yes. This yes does not have to be complicated or elaborate. It can be a simple gesture, a small action with huge meaning. When you like this video, you are not just pressing a button. You are saying, Lord, I accept what you are doing in my life. I accept your provision. I open my heart to receive. This like is a covenant. It's your yes. It's you saying, I'm in. I believe. I receive. And I tell you, when you say yes, I say yes to you. When you open the door of your heart, I will enter with everything I have, provision, wisdom, opportunities, and miracles. Like it now and say yes. Then subscribe, because I still have so much more to tell you. This is not the only word I have for your life. This is not the only miracle I prepared for you. I have a complete journey planned for you. Every video you watch here is a specific word of mine, directed and anointed to transform your reality. I didn't bring you here just to give you one blessing and then leave you alone. I brought you here not just to give you a miracle, but to walk with you every step of the way, to guide you in not only receiving the blessing, but also in keeping the provision flowing. I want to teach you how to manage what I give you, how to grow even more, and how to live in the fullness I've always planned for you. A miracle is just the beginning, and the open door is only the first step. There is so much more ahead for you. There are revelations that will change the way you think. There is wisdom that will transform how you act. I will teach you heavenly strategies, and I want you to be here to receive each one of them. Don't miss anything. Don't stay out. Don't walk away from this journey halfway, because I do not do things halfway. When I start something in your life, I finish it. When I open a door, I guide you to your destiny. When I begin a transformation, I complete it. But I need you to stay connected, to keep listening to my voice. Subscribe, and let me guide you. Let me teach you, because I have so much to give you, so much to show you, and so much to reveal. Every video, every word, every revelation is a key that will open a new dimension in your life. Don't walk alone. Don't try to figure everything out on your own. I am here with you. I am speaking to you, guiding you. Stay with me. Say yes now, and keep saying yes every day. I saw every night you struggled to sleep over bills. I was there when you lay awake, staring at the ceiling, calculating, recalculating, trying to figure out a way when it seemed like there was none. I saw you toss and turn, with your mind racing, your heart pounding, that weight on your chest that wouldn't let you rest. I was there, and I saw it all. I felt every tear of anxiety you shed as you asked, "How am I going to pay this? How will I take care of my family? How will I survive another month?" I know every fear that went through your heart. Every time you opened your wallet and saw nothing. Every time you couldn't bring yourself to look at your bank statement because the reality was too painful to face. Every time you had to say no to someone you loved because you couldn't afford to say yes. I saw the shame, the frustration, and the exhaustion from fighting so hard when it felt like nothing was changing. I saw you trying to be strong in front of others while inside, you were falling apart. I saw you smile to hide the pain, pretending everything was fine when everything around you was crumbling. I was there in every one of those moments. I didn't abandon you, I didn't forget you, and I wasn't distant. I was right by your side, seeing everything, feeling everything, and waiting for the right moment to act. Now, I'm here to tell you something that will change everything. Come now on, it's over. Scarcity has no place in your story anymore. The cycle of lack, struggle, and suffocation is broken. The cycle has ended because I have decreed it, and when I decree something, nothing in heaven, on earth, or under the earth can undo it. No dark force can stop it. No circumstance can change it. No obstacle can block it, because my word is final, and my decision is unchangeable. I have decided that your financial story is being written right now. The chapter of scarcity is close. The page has turned. The book is being rewritten, and the new chapter that begins today is one of abundance, supernatural provision, economic miracles, open doors, unexpected opportunities, and resources coming from places you can't even imagine. I'm not talking about a distant future. I'm not speaking of something that might happen someday. I'm talking about right now, today, this very moment. I am tired of seeing you suffer, tired of seeing you struggle alone, and tired of seeing you carry a weight that wasn't meant for you. That's why I decided to intervene, to act, and to change your reality. Not because you deserve it, not because you are perfect, but because I love you. You are my son, my daughter, and I care for you. I don't leave my own in need. I don't abandon my own in scarcity. I provide, I sustain, I bless, and I am doing it now in your life. Every night you've stayed awake, I've seen it.
Every tear you've shed, I've kept it. Every prayer you've spoken, even when it felt like I didn't hear you, I heard you. And now I am answering you.
Not as you imagined, not in the time you planned, but my way in my time, which is always the perfect moment, which is always the best moment. Trust in me and rest, for I have taken control. I handle every detail, I open every door, and I provide all the resources you need. You no longer have to carry the anxiety. You no longer have to lose sleep over worries. You no longer have to live in fear of tomorrow because I care for you, and I never fail. I saw every night you lay awake, losing sleep over the bills. I was right there with you as you stared at the ceiling in the dark, trying to calculate, trying to find a way when it felt impossible. I felt every tear of anxiety that ran down your face as you thought, how am I going to pay this? How will I take care of my family? How will I make it through another month? I know every fear that crossed your mind. Every time you opened your wallet and saw it empty, every time you couldn't bring yourself to look at your bank statement because it felt too heavy to face. Every time you had to choose between paying a bill or buying food, I saw it all. I felt it all. I was there in every moment of desperation, every sigh of exhaustion, every silent prayer for help. And now, I am here to tell you something that will set you free. It's over. The cycle is broken. Scarcity no longer has control over your life. The pattern of lack, oppression, and suffocation, that pattern is destroyed because I decreed it. And when I decrease something, nothing can change it. A dark force can undo what I've set in motion. No circumstance can stop what I've determined. No obstacle can block what I've already released. My word is final, and my decisions are unchangeable. I have decided that the cycle of scarcity in your life is over. Now begins a new era, a time of perfect provision, a time of abundance, a time of open doors, a time of economic miracles. And I want you to do something now, something prophetic, something that will seal this word in your life and become a lasting reminder of what I've done for you. Write 777 in the comments and declare God's perfect provision over every part of your life. This number is not random. 7 is the number of perfection, completeness, and fullness. It represents my finished work. When I created the world, I rested on the 7th day because everything was perfect, everything was complete, everything was ready. And when you write the number 7 4 times, you are declaring, Lord, I trust in your perfect, complete, full, and abundant provision for every part of my life, for my finances, for my family, for my work, for my projects, for everything. It is a declaration of faith. It is you saying, I will no longer try to solve things on my own. I stopped struggling with my own strength. I rest in your perfect provision. Write it now and seal this word. When you declare, you establish. When you speak with your mouth, you build in the spiritual realm. When you write it, you claim it, plant a flag, and mark your territory. And this number will become a lasting reminder for you. Every time you see 777, you will remember that God has decreed perfect provision for you. God has broken the cycle of scarcity in your life. God has established abundance for you. And this reminder will strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and sustain you on the days when circumstances haven't fully changed yet. Change begins in the spiritual before it appears in the natural. The decree comes before the manifestation. The word comes before the visible reality. When you declare, you speed up the process. You align the natural with the spiritual, and you bring into the visible what I've already established in the invisible. So don't let this moment pass. Don't ignore this instruction. Write it now. Declare it now. Seal this word in your life now. Because I am breaking the cycle of scarcity. I am ending the time of lack. I am opening the time of abundance. And you need to agree with me. You need to declare it with me. You need to say yes to what I am doing. Write 777 and step into the perfect provision I have prepared for you. I saw every night you stayed awake, losing sleep over the bills. I was there by your side as you stared at the ceiling in the dark, trying to calculate, trying to find a way out when it felt impossible. I felt every tear of anxiety that ran down your face as you thought, how will I pay this? How will I support my family? How will I make it through another month? I know every fear that crossed your mind. Every time you opened your wallet and saw it empty. Every time you avoided looking at your bank statement because it was too painful to face. I saw the anguish.
I saw the despair. I saw you trying to stay strong, while inside you were falling apart.
And I am here to tell you, it's over. Scarcity no longer has a place in your life. The cycle of lack has been broken.
But I want to tell you something more. I see beyond you. I see the people around you. The ones you love. And I know there is someone close to you. Someone you know. Who is going through the same struggle you are facing. Someone who is losing sleep right now. Someone who is crying in silence. Someone suffocating under financial anxiety. Someone who looks at the future and sees only darkness. I see that person. And I want you to understand something important. You know this pain. You know what it's like to carry this weight. You know what it feels like to wake up in the middle of the night with a heavy heart. Do you know what it's like to pretend everything is fine when everything is falling apart? Have you felt that? And now you are hearing a word of hope. A word of deliverance. A word that is changing your reality. And I want to use you to bring that same hope to the person who is suffering. You didn't receive this word just for yourself. You received it to be a channel, a messenger, an instrument in my hands. Share this now with someone who is in the same pain and bring hope to their life. Do you know who they are? I have placed their face, their name, in your heart right now. That friend who is unemployed. That cousin who is struggling to pay the bills. That neighbor who is about to lose everything. That coworker who is feeling desperate.
You know who they are, and you can make a difference in their life right now. It could be the voice I use.
It could be the hands I reach out through. It could be the heart I touch. Because when you share, you are not just sending a video. You are sending hope. You are sending relief. You are telling that person they are not alone. That God hasn't forgotten them. That there is a way out. That there is a miracle waiting for them. And that can change everything. It could be the turning point in their life. It could be the word that keeps them from giving up. It could be the hope they need to keep moving forward. Don't underestimate the power of a simple act. Don't underestimate the impact of sharing a word of faith. Because you don't know what's happening in that person's heart. You don't know how close they are to giving up. You don't know how much they need to hear that God hasn't abandoned them. You might be the instrument I use to reach them. Share it now. Don't wait. Don't delay. Because that person needs to hear this message today. They need to know the cycle of scarcity can be broken. They need to know there is hope. They need to know that I see their pain, that I know their struggles, and that I haven't forgotten them. And you can carry this message. You can be the bearer of this hope. Be generous with the relief you've received. Be compassionate toward those who are in the same pain you are. Share it. And you will see what I do not only in their life, but in yours as well. When you care for others, I care even more for you. You are not a beggar knocking at my door. Stop seeing yourself like that. Stop approaching me with your head down, ashamed, as if you don't deserve to be in my presence. Stop coming to me like a beggar asking for scrubs. That's not who you are. That's never been who you are. You are my child. You are my son. You are my daughter. You are the rightful heir of everything I have. And what do I have? Unlimited provision. Endless resources. Wisdom for every decision you need to make. Heavenly strategies for every challenge you face. Doors opening at the right time. Divine connections that will change your path. Opportunities coming from places you can't even imagine. All of this is yours, not as a favor, not as a handout, but as your inheritance, as your right, as part of who you are. You are a son. You are a daughter. And children don't beg. Children don't beg. They receive. They take what is theirs. They enter their Father's house and know that everything there belongs to them. You need to change how you see yourself. You need to stop seeing yourself as someone asking for a favor and start seeing yourself as someone claiming what is already yours. The inheritance has already been given. I've already signed the document. I've already transferred the resources. I've already opened the doors. All you need to do is reach out, enter and say, Lord, I receive what is rightfully mine. When you change how you see yourself, you change your life. When you stop seeing yourself as a beggar and start seeing yourself as an heir, everything changes. Your faith changes, your attitude changes, the way you pray changes. You stop begging and start declaring. You stop begging and start declaring with authority. You stop asking with doubt and start claiming what you know is yours. If you are ready to accept your identity as an heir, subscribe to learn how to live in that role every day. Knowing your identity is just the first step, but living it out is the journey. I want to teach you how to live as an heir. I want to teach you how to walk with your head held high. I want to teach you how to enter the throne room with confidence. I want to show you how to claim your inheritance without fear, without shame, without doubt, because you deserve it not because you are perfect or without mistakes, but because you are mine. I chose you, I adopted you, and I made you a part of my family. In my family, there is no scarcity. In my family, there is no lack. In my family, there is only abundance. There is provision, there is more than enough, and all of this is yours. All you need to do is take your place. Step into the position that belongs to you. Stop acting like a slave and start living like a son. Slaves work for a wage, but sons inherit. Slaves ask for permission, but sons have authority. Slaves live in fear, but sons live with confidence. And you are a son. You are a daughter. So, take your rightful place, lift your head, stand tall, look me in the eyes and say, "Father, I am your son, I am your daughter, and now I receive my inheritance." When you do this, when you embrace your true identity, I will release everything that has been stored up for you. I will open the storehouses, I will unlock the treasures, and I will open the doors that have been waiting for you to step into your place. Subscribe, and let me teach you how to live as an heir every day. Let me show you what is yours. Let me guide you into the fullness I have prepared for you. You are not a beggar knocking at my door. You are my son, my daughter, the rightful heir of everything I have. And what do I have? Unlimited provision, wisdom for every decision, doors that open at the right time, resources that come from unexpected places, divine connections that change your path, opportunities that transform your life. Soul. All of this is yours, not as a favor, not as a handout, but as your inheritance, as your right, as part of who you are as a son, as a daughter. And I need you to understand something important. The inheritance has already been delivered. I'm not saying it will come someday. I'm not saying you will get it in the future. I'm saying it has already been delivered. Right now, at this moment, I have already signed the document. I have already transferred the resources. I have already opened the doors. I have already prepared the opportunities. Everything is ready. Everything is available. Everything is waiting for you. You just need to reach out. You just need to step in. You just need to take what is rightfully yours. The inheritance doesn't come automatically. You need to claim it, you need to take it, and you need to say, "This is mine." I receive it. I take possession. The difference between receiving and not receiving is not about your will. It's about your posture. It's how you see yourself, how you approach me. If you come as a beggar, you will live as a beggar. If you come as a slave, you will live as a slave. But if you come as a son, as an heir, you will live in the fullness I prepared for you. You need to stop begging. Stop coming to me with your head down, ashamed, thinking you're asking for too much. Stop thinking you're bothering me. Stop believing you don't deserve it. Stop thinking you need to earn my favor. You already have my favor. You are already my son, already my daughter. The inheritance is already yours. The position is already yours. You just need to take it. You just need to step in. You just need to receive. And receiving is not passive. Receiving is active. It's you extending your hands, opening your heart, saying yes. Receiving is taking possession of what I've already released. I don't force anything into your life. I don't invade. I don't impose. I offer. I release. I make it available. But you need to receive. You need to accept. You need to take.